Welcome to Fortune Cookies Tarot. I'm Annabelle. I'm a tarot practitioner for over 35 years. And in this video, we've got 2 for Tuesday. So we're going to have Harry and Meghan and their response to Harry's devastating loss of the appeal for automatic security and his threat to file an inquiry against RAVEC. We will be right back. Welcome to 2 for Tuesday Tarot fam, Tarot Maniacs, and all of my subscribers, friends, and most of all my members, because you guys are awesome. We're going to be using the Dark Mansion Tarot this whole week, and this is the deck that I call my Elon Musk deck. It's a little bit kind of steampunky but cartoony at the same time. Feels very turn of the century industrialist kind of vibe. I do love it, and I apologize because every time I show this deck, I feel bad because it's a little bit hard to find the one with this back. So I apologize in advance. So let's get going on this. So if you didn't already hear, Harry lost his appeal for automatic security in the United Kingdom. This was a decision made by the appeals court. Previously, Ravik had decided not to give him automatic security, but a bespoke approach to his security needs when he is invited to the country. Other than that, he is allowed to use his own private security, sans these things, which seems to be what he wants. Now, he's made not only a statement on their website, but he did an interview with the BBC, which is really being viewed as on par with Prince Andrew's post accusation interview. So, oh, Harry, I'm going to do a short on that, and we'll see how devastating it is and how bad it is in the light of the Prince Andrew video. So I'm going to do something a little bit later this week on Prince Andrew as well. So stick around for that on Scandals and Royals on Thursday. So let's bring up the card view. Before I do that, hit the like button, and just letting you know, a little teaser, I am going to do a private event this weekend. It'll be a pay-per-view event. I will keep telling you about it as the week goes on, because I'm trying to decide which true crime we are going to explore. So it will be true crime. I know you guys love true crime, and I'm going to keep the cost really low. I'm going to try and schedule it so that I can get all of my favorite peeps in here. I'm looking at you, Australia and New Zealand. I know you guys love my content. So let's get going on this. We're going to bring up that card view. I hope you're having a great start to your week. Things are nutty over here, and let's get going on this. So what are Prince Harry's true feelings about losing the appeal for his automatic security? We did see him as looking quite distraught, emotional in the BBC video. What are his true feelings? How does he really feel? Strength. He's very impatient with this whole process and crossing it. I think he is trying to manifest. That High Priestess is manifestation. It is also calling upon the almighty Princess of Wales, Diana, Princess of Wales. He is invoking the name of his mother in this. He is going to hold that in front of him like a shield. What's under the surface? He is in a complete panic. I'm going to clarify that with that Nine of Swords, because he knows that his tenure as a prince is over, even though he specified in the video, in the interview with the BBC, that he was born into this. He can't get away from it. So is going to be his problem. What is in his suitcase position? The Page of Pentacles. He is trying to be starting something, He is trying to start a whole new precedent. This is something he wants to be, not only a dragon slayer, but he wants to be a groundbreaker as well. He wants to be the first surfing prince and all that goofy stuff. So this is the suitcase position. He is once again trying to be a groundbreaking prince. What's on his mind? His mind is on flaring up and being not very thoughtful about it. Now, remember, our Knights of Wands are impulsive. They are doers. The wand quality of the knight here, he does not think before he acts. He is all passion. He is just outraged and angry. So there's a lot of anger behind this. Even if he looked sad in that video and devastated, there was a few guffs that he did that I was like, oh, he's seething under the surface. So what's our outcome from this? The Seven of Wands, we are going to see him very, very unbalanced. His true feelings are super, super unbalanced and out of control. Again, we've got another wand energy there. So let's move on. How much of this outrage, this imbalance of emotion, is tied to his sense of abandonment from his family? All of it. He feels that his family is over. He no longer is a member of the family. For all intents and purposes, he did divorce his family when he said, I'm stepping away from my royal duties. I've got to do it for my own sensibility. He did not really think about that. Now, this Knight of Wands is even more rash and impulsive and running away from home. I have said he ran away from home a million times. He is desperate to get back now. Up top, we have that Eight of Cups. This is the final straw for him. The Four of Wands, it's no longer home for him. I think he thinks that he's really punishing them. Does he think he's punishing the royal family? The Magician, yes. Ten of Cups, I'll show them I'm so happy and I'm going to go on with my charitable works. But that I don't think is going to work. We'll look at that a little bit later in this reading. So how does Harry currently view his father's role in this rejection? How does he currently view his father's role? Does he think that his father is responsible? Eight of Pentacles. Yes, he does think that this is his father's duty and responsibility. How does he feel believing, I'm going to say believing, that his father was responsible for this? He's overwhelmed with emotion, and it has confirmed for him something that he's been saying all along. My father has been backdooring me. I know that sounds terrible, but my father has been hamstringing me all this while. My father has been behind this. I think he is going to blame the sovereign a bit more than he is going to blame his brother. Just for fun, let's take a look and see how does he feel about William's role in this. We're going to look at Princess Anne too, because I think he's got daggers for Princess Anne. How does he feel about his brother's role in this? He feels that his brother is shutting the castle gates and not allowing, pulling up the drawbridge, not allowing him here. So how does he feel in regard to that? Judgment. This has proven to him that Willie is a terrible person. He can't even love his own brother. Can't see the plight of his own brother. How about that Princess Anne, the Princess Royal? How does he feel about her? The King of Pentacles. Oddly enough, he thinks that her loyalty to the crown has blinded her into submission to the king. I don't think he has gotten to know his aunt very well. So is Charles deliberately distancing himself for political reasons or for family reasons? So political, because it would weaken the British royal family or for personal family reasons. These are personal family reasons up here. And political reasons down here. And if you haven't hit that like button yet, guys, go on and smack it. Give it a smack. Family reasons. He is a disruptor in their family, and everyone is unhappy when he is around. It is a rare individual in that immediate family that is very, very happy to see Harry walk in the door. Not of late. There is some reminiscence about the past here, but of late, he's a persona non grata. He really is someone that they all kind of shudder and behave very differently when he's around. Political reasons. Oh my. Now, I said some time ago that King Charles had 3 ways that he could behave. He could behave as a father, he could behave as a king, or he could behave as a man. How would he respond to the way Harry was behaving as a man? He is now changing gears and he is responding as a sovereign. He is really now agreement that they don't want him around the family because he is what we call in the United States a PITA, pain in the fill in the A word. But he is also recognizing that in order to do his duty, in order to preserve the monarchy, because at one point I believe that King Charles thought that the monarchy, if he, betrayed his son, distanced himself from his son, that it would create questions about his ability to manage the monarchy if he can't manage his family. He is now realizing that this is a bridge too far. There is no return back for Harry at this point, and that he really does have to behave as a king and an emperor. So interesting look at that. Wow. Good on you, King Charles. So those of you who say that he's a weak king and he doesn't have a backbone, I think we're going to be seeing a backbone very soon. I don't know if he is going to wait for William to remove those titles. Let's put it that way. So we'll look at that in a short. So Ravik, Harry has declared that he wants to start an investigation into Ravik. So what does he hope to achieve with this? What does he hope to achieve with this? 9 of Cups, his heart's desire. And this Tower card is coming up again. So I do think, and everybody's saying it, that they're going to stage an event. It's going to be with one of the kids. It's going to be I said it was going to be possibly a kidnapping threat. This is what he is going to do. He's going to start the investigation and then prove that it was the wrong decision because, oh my God, my children are in danger. They're in danger. So will this investigation get traction or will it be shut down? 8 of Swords, High Priestess, 3 of Wands. My opinion, it's going to get shut down. This investigation into Ravik. He's going to attempt to prove that Ravik is corrupt and being manipulated by members of the royal family or people that recently retired, as he said in the interview with BBC. It's not going to work. This is Harry attempting to slay perceived dragons versus real dragons. This High Priestess is about perception, and he is perceiving this threat more than there really is. And bringing in the Al-Qaeda things, I'm very curious, and I'm wondering if there is like any attention from any of those organizations to go after him. I don't know if they really believe the count that he gave in his book. I mean, none of us really believe it because that's just not how things are done. But I think this investigation into Ravik, even if it does take place, I think we're just not going to see much of it. I just don't think we will. So, were there other royal family members involved in influencing this decision? So let's take a look. Did we have any input from Andrew? No. Do we have any input from Edward? Yes. Do we have any input from Sophie? Oh, I think Edward speaks for her. I don't think that she wanted to fire off an opinion. Was there any input from Catherine? I think she passed on that. Who else is there? Who else is there that we could? Let's just have some fun. Mike Tyndall. Mike Tyndall have anything to say? I think Mike Tyndall let them know in casual terms, if he's a big tough guy, he can take care of himself out and about. So who else? Who else is there? I think that's about it. Oh, Camilla. Did Camilla have anything to say? Camilla was an interesting person in all of this. Camilla actually played devil's advocate. She was like, well, what if something happens? Let's see. What if he endangers himself? How do we protect ourselves from, say, Harry deciding to go to the most dangerous part of LA, like during a riot? Like, how do we protect him from that? He's already gone over to Ukraine in the middle of a war. How do we protect our decision when he continues to make risky moves? So I do think that she came to the table with an interesting perspective, whereas everyone was saying around the table, other than her, if he doesn't have security, he's not going to go to these at-risk places, or he's not going to put himself at risk. But I think she said, au contraire, mon frère, he just went to the Ukraine. So what's next? How is Harry's public image affected in the United Kingdom and the US? Let's see. In the United Kingdom, they just want him gone. I get it, guys. How about in the United States? In the United States, we see this as just a way for him to gain money, something, get something. I just want something for free. I just want something. So will he pursue legal recourse further? This is presuming that the inquiry into Ravik goes nowhere. Is he going to pursue further legal recourse? Four of Pentacles, Seven of Swords. We are going to see, these are tough cards, guys. Tough cards. I'm not going any further. So we're going to see him create exposure for his family. It's going to allow some shadiness to happen and possibly a heartbreak here. A lot of readers are seeing this stuff, guys. Who is it going to involve? Page of Cups. It's going to involve a kid. I can't even. This is what he's going to do. This is how he is going to find a path to protection. So unbelievable with this guy. Can't even. So, do you think Harry is justified in demanding this full royal protection? Like, what do you guys think? Because, there's two ways of looking at this. There is one way that he's being incredibly reckless and welcoming in situations like that. And then there's another way of looking at it that, he's just trying to create this milieu of specialness about him. that's continuing this extended dance remix of specialness. So what do you guys think it is? I mean, if he is asking for security, he's asking for the crown to pay for the security. Is he requesting actual agents being brought over here onto American soil? What does that actually look like at the end of the day? You know, it's not money that he's asking for. He's asking for the bodies at this point. And that is very curious. So I'm curious what you guys think. And I'm curious what you think about this last spread. This last spread is some heavy duty stuff. So let's see in the next video, we are going to be talking about Meghan. We're going to be talking about how she's the happiest she's ever been. So I'm going to see you on that one, but be sure you like, share, and subscribe to this, and I'll see you in the next one.